talking about timeline glitching. All right, timeline glitching. What timeline are you on? Today is the Lionsgate portal, guys. This is a powerful day to manifest. All right. And so we're going to make sure that we are utilizing this energy today. Hey guys. Mwah! Let me turn this camera around so you guys can see what I am going to be writing on the board. Okay. I love you guys. Good to see you. Okay. Hey Jay, what you doing? What you doing up this early? Okay, so today we're going to be talking about timeline glitching. You guys know that I have been heavy on the timelines, right? Heavy on the frequencies. Heavy on ensuring that you are embodying the identity that you are wanting to step into, right? Because when you embody that identity, that's how you get to see your 3D shift, right? So what timeline are you on? What timeline are you tapping into? Okay, and let's talk about the glitching today. Let's talk about glitching. All right, you guys know what to do. You guys know what to do. I'm live on TikTok and I'm live on YouTube. All right, so have you guys ever played a video game where you've like gotten to a certain level and you advance almost to the end of, say you're at level 7, and you get almost to the end of level 7 and you die right before you get to the big monster? Do you know, okay, what happens in the game? When you restart the game or get back in the game, it brings you all the way back to the very beginning of level 7, right? Even though you got far, right? Why is it that you reverted back to the very beginning of the level? Why couldn't you just pick up where you left off, right? All right. So this is, I want you guys to think about that when I mention timeline glitching. All right. So when I tell you you are glitching in your timeline, it's when your subconscious pulls you back into familiar habits, familiar routines, right? Or behaviors. It's like when you revert back to the old you. You've been doing the work, you've been trying, you've been doing all that you should be doing, right? But something happens, right? Your subconscious, remember, we're overriding that old timeline. We're overriding it. Okay? So, if you're not careful, if you're not more powerful, if you're not putting more focus, intent into that new you, that new timeline, right? That subconscious is always going to win. All right? You have to be putting in effort. All right. And so think of it like the video game, right? Okay. You're moving forward, and I'm live on YouTube and TikTok if you guys see me looking every which way. Okay. When you're moving forward, but your system pulls you back to that last saving point, that last point that it recognizes, right? That is an example of timeline glitching. Okay. So this actually, it really happens a lot when right after a breakthrough, okay? Or right after you've had rapid expansion. Like say you've gone to a retreat, you've done the work, right? And you feel good, you feel great. And then you go back home and then things are good for a while, but all of a sudden it seems like things start to revert back, right? You get stuck back in the same loops. Old people show up, all of that. That is timeline glitching. Okay, I need you guys to come on in and show out. You guys know what to do. Why does this happen? Why does timeline glitching happen? All right. Well, what communicates with the universe? What is communicating with the universe? Your nervous system, right? Your nervous system is what's communicating. Okay. And so ultimately, right, your body is designed, okay, to keep you safe. All right? Not successful. Again, it's not about the wishing. It is about what you are, the choices you're making, what you are embodying. Okay? That's what it's about, right? So what does this mean? This means that we must ensure that our nervous system is interacting with the universe in the way that we want, communicating in the way that we want. All right? So, for instance, you may want the true love, you may want the abundance, but when it feels unfamiliar to you, when it feels unsafe to you because that's what you've been told in your past, the nervous system is going to try to keep you safe. And it's not going to allow for you to attract the things that you want. It's going to attract the things that you are a vibrational match to. That is it. Okay? That is it. We need to remember that. Okay? And we're going to be utilizing today the Lionsgate portal. It's open until 8/12, but today is the peak day. You must be utilizing this manifestation energy today. Okay? Tonight we are having a Lionsgate frequency meditation. Link is in the profile. It's free. Tap in. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Okay, we're utilizing the energy of the 8, abundance. All right, and we getting it in. So if you want to join that, it's only going to be for 17 minutes. 7 plus 1 is 8. So if you want to tap into that, link is in the profile. Okay, it's free. Again, it's free. Anybody can join. Okay, so your body pulls you back to what's known, even if it's painful, right? We have to remember that your body pulls you back to whatever it knows, whatever its truth is, okay? And that's for safety reasons, all right? See, the subconscious mind has a wonderful job of remembering things, storing things for us. Like, for instance, you don't have to teach yourself how to ride a bike every single time you go and ride one. You don't have to reteach yourself how to swim. This is great things that our body can store within. Our body can store this information within, right? Now, if that is the case, it goes both ways for both good and bad, good and negative things. Okay, so we got to remember that. It's going to remember the good. It's also going to remember the scary. It's going to remember the bad. It's going to remember, okay? If it affects you, all right, if it emotionally affects you, your body will remember it, okay? All right? Now, I want you to understand that your old patterns are going to feel more comfortable because you've survived them. You know what to expect. Okay? Your old patterns. That's why we're not going to get stuck in that. Let me explain something. Here you are. What do you guys want to talk about? Love, health, money. Put it in the comments. What do you guys want to talk about today? Let me break it down on the board. Let me break it down on the board. Okay, come on, guys. Let's see how many. Okay. So when it comes to health, all right, let me get my marker. Okay. When it comes to health, right? Okay. Here you are. Okay. You have a health frequency. Okay. We have an abundance frequency. We have a love frequency. We have all of these different frequencies that make up our energetic blueprint. Okay, while I'm doing this, I need you guys showing up. You guys know what to do, all right? Okay, so this is what happens. You come into this world for the most part. Okay, and I talk about people who are born with certain things. That's something different. Okay, we're talking about these diseases that you develop, okay, with age and things like that. Okay, so pay attention. Here you are. Right? Okay? Here you are. Okay? And you come into this world. You're healthy. You're great. Everything is fine. All right? But over the years, this is what's going on. Okay? This is an example. Okay? One example. You're growing up. You're 3, 4, 5 years old. You're seeing pill bottles all around the house. Okay? You grow up seeing lots of pills in the home, okay? Programming, okay? All right? In your school age years, your parents are in and out of the doctors, in and out of the hospitals, okay? All right? Eating habits, drinking habits, other habits, okay? You may endure yourself. That may be your habits, or you may see those, okay, in your family tree, okay, all right, okay. All of these things cause limiting beliefs. you can see everybody in your family bigger weight, right? And you automatically grow up thinking, oh, this is natural for me. This is how I'm supposed to be. Everybody else in my family has this weight. Everybody else in my family is bulimic. Everybody else in my family has eating disorders. It could go both ways, baby. It could go with gaining weight or losing weight, things like that. Everybody else in my family has developed cancer. Everybody else in my family has developed, had heart attacks. Everybody else. So we got to understand how we're programmed. One, we're programmed through repetition, through trauma, and through super exciting experiences. This is three ways that you are programmed. And when you're programmed, that's the timeline you're going to be on. That's what you're going to experience here in this reality. So you must be mindful of what you are programmed with, okay? So if you grew up with these things disrupting your health frequency, it basically caused distortions in your health frequency. Yeah, okay? So now you have these beliefs about who you are as a person, okay? Now these are different ways that our health can be affected. We also know what? Trauma affects our health later on down the road. You're 3 times more likely to develop heart disease if you have unresolved childhood trauma. Did you know that? You're 3 times more likely to develop lung cancer, even if you never smoked, due to unresolved trauma, childhood trauma. Are y'all hearing me? So it's not just that. What if you have experienced trauma in your life? Yes. And you did not have the opportunity to heal it? Yes. These are all examples of how we get ill. All right. Now, so this is you at the unhealed version of yourself, right? So now this means you have a static signal, right? A static signal. All right. So if you have static in your signal, it's not clear. When you think about being healthy, you don't have a clear signal there. Is this making sense? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, you don't have a clear signal there. All right. So what does that mean? Then that means that it's going to create fear in you. Oh my gosh, it's inevitable for me to get this. I need to go and get these tests and do this and do all of this. Like you're mentally already preparing yourself. You've identified with, you've accepted that you are this person who's going to be sickly, right? These are different examples of how things work, right? When it comes to health, all right? You have fear in your signal. You have doubt. You self-sabotage situations. You are filled with rejection. You fear rejection. Things like this. It's going to impact you overall. And see, when it impacts who you are overall, that impacts your frequency. So can you create and attract the health that you want? No. Because you're sitting in fear. You're sitting in doubt. You don't believe that you can heal yourself. Because you believe that this is who you are. You believe that you just are, you were supposed to have this disease, or you were meant to have this disease, or it's just what you're supposed to have. See, when you can't do both. You can't do both. You're either going to heal yourself and accept that you're going to shift completely who you are, which means you're going to detach from this. How you going to be healed, but you still claiming the sickness? It won't work like that. It won't work like that. Does this make sense to you guys? Let me know that you're processing what I'm saying, just so I can know. I'm doing this live on YouTube so that I can make sure that this is uploaded. Oops. Make sure that this replay is uploaded for you guys, okay? If you are just joining, make sure you join our Lionsgate meditation for tonight. It will be on Zoom, and it is going to be 17 minutes long. You'll want to utilize this Lionsgate energy. Okay, today is 8/8. It is at the peak today. It ends 8/12. Okay, guys. So join us tonight. It's free. Link is in the profile. Make sure you sign up. Okay. Would love to see you guys in there. It's going to be really nice. It's a 17-minute thing. It's not going to be long, but it's going to be super powerful, and you won't want to miss it. All right. So today we're talking about the glitching, and you guys wanted to talk about health, right? Okay. Timeline glitching. Sorry, I needed to change that too. All right. So how are you going to heal yourself, right? If you are still claiming the illness, you're not, right? So what must you do? You must completely identify with this new reality, this new avatar, right? So that means you have to no longer claim this, okay? And you must start working on your healing. Your healing, right, allows for you to evolve. Is this a time thing? No. Is this a frequency thing? Yes. Yes, right? It's not a time gap. It's a frequency gap. When you are doing your healing, right, you are expanding your consciousness, your awareness, right, of the identity that you can be, actually who you are. You are healed already. It's available to you already. These are all different timelines that you get to tune into. You get to tune into it. So as you're doing your healing day by day, you're shifting your frequency. So again, this isn't a timeline thing. This is a frequency thing. So your job is to always focus on being healed. You have to be that which you desire. You have to embody it. This is part of being a creator. Being a creator doesn't mean that you're creating all of these. It's already created. What you're doing is tuning in. Is this making sense? Is there anybody in here who wants help with tuning? The tuning. Raise your hand and I'll help you. Oh goodness. Raise your hand and I will help you. Okay. So again, this is not a time thing. This is a frequency thing. Another example that I like to give you guys is especially with weight. A lot of people struggle with their weight. Okay. So if you are 200 pounds, this is an example, and you want to be 150 pounds, okay? When people want to go on a diet, when people want to lose weight, they typically do this. What they typically do is they go and diet, they go work out, they go fast, they drink lots of water. They do things like that, okay? They take actions, right? Actions. But in my teachings, I tell you guys that you have 4 creative tools: thinking, speaking, your actions, and your emotions. So if only one of your creative tools is being implemented, okay, your actions, but you don't take along your thinking, speaking, and your feelings, you can lose the weight temporarily, but you're going to gain the weight back. You're going to gain the weight back. This is why people revert, okay? This is the glitching that I was talking to you guys about, okay? This is the timeline glitching that's happening, okay? Let me explain. You have 4 creative tools. Who here is new? Okay, Cecilia says the emotions. Yeah. The emotions, when you understand that you're creating, you won't be reacting. You understand? So if your emotions are sad, lack, regret thing, you're reacting to your past. You're thinking about your past. That's not good. Okay? If you're stuck in the past, you're going to be stuck back there. We're trying to move you forward. All right? So that means you have to create new feelings. How would you want to feel, right? Okay. So yeah, we want to feel empowered knowing that we get to choose every single day the feeling that we want, right? Because when we choose, that means we're stepping into creation. We're deciding what timeline, what frequency we want to be on. Yes? Makes sense? Give me a thumbs up, guys. Make sure you guys are sharing, okay? Lots of people need to wake up to this information. Today is the Lions Gate portal. This is a beautiful. Hey, come here. Hi, how you doing? Huh?
I just want someone to play with me.
Oh, yes, yes. You checked in on Papa? Okay. I love you so much. So today is the Lionsgate portal, okay? You guys have to utilize this energy, okay? I wouldn't be telling you guys to utilize it if it wasn't worth it. It is worth it, okay? Today is the peak 8/8, right? And then it ends, the actual Lionsgate ends on 8/12, okay? All right, so let's talk about, okay, so we were talking about this. We have 4 creative tools. You are a creator, okay? You are a creator. Let's see, can you guys still see this? Okay, you are a creator, okay? And a creator has creative tools. 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay? The first one is your thinking. Everything starts in the mind first, right? Yes, of course. Everything starts in the mind, right? Anything man-made has started in the mind, okay? All right, so your thinking sculpts your creations. It ultimately sculpts what you're doing, right? And what about your speaking? Speaking. All right, this is your second creative tool. Pay attention, guys. All right, your speaking breathes life into your manifestations, okay? When I say I am a powerful woman, I'm breathing life, okay, into me. Now, when I say, oh, I'm weak, I can't handle this, I'm taking life away, okay? All right? That's our second creative tool. First is thinking, second is speaking. Your third one is your actions. What actions do you get up and implement every single day? Those actions, okay, also determine the frequency that you're on. They're a creative tool, all right? So your actions give energy. Oh, thank you. Energy to your manifestations, huh? It took them off. And the last one is emotions. Your emotions feed power into your manifestations. Let me explain. Let me break this down for you guys, okay? If you are a creator and you came in this world to create, the divine gave you creative tools: thinking, speaking, actions, and emotions. These 4 things determine your vibration, your frequency. What you maintain, this frequency, on a daily, consistent basis will determine the timeline that you get to sit on. Does this make sense? Give me a thumbs up. Is this making sense to you? Give me a thumbs up, guys. Okay, today's Lionsgate portal. We're having a 17-minute, 1 plus 7 is 8, 17-minute meditation tonight on Zoom. It's going to be super powerful. We're going to be utilizing frequencies. You want to tap in, it's completely free. Link is in the profile, okay? Go ahead and sign up. Y'all don't want to miss it, okay? Let's see. Okay, awesome. So you guys are understanding, okay? So these 4 things are what you need to use every single day. Every single day you use these tools to do what? Vibrate at a specific frequency, okay? So when you want to lose weight, what people do is they think about it. Oh, I want to lose weight. I want to lose 50 pounds. They don't even put a number on it. They'll say, oh, I want to lose 50 pounds, right? So they put that number in their head. So they thought about it, okay? And then they start taking action. They go and start the diet, they start working out, they get a trainer, they start fasting, they do all the things. Can you physically lose the 50 pounds if you do the action? Yes. We can temporarily manipulate energy in order to vibrate on a specific frequency so we can see specific results. Yes. All right. Now, what is happening though? Why does the person revert back and gain the weight after a few months? Why didn't that person keep the weight off? Well, okay, this person only thought about losing that number, that weight, right? That number, that's what they were chasing. And they used only one creative tool. If you have 4, okay, they thought about it temporarily, but let me tell you how they're thinking about it. They're thinking about this journey as, oh, I'm 200 pounds. I'm the bigger person. I gotta lose weight. You're thinking about it wrong. If that's how you're thinking about it, you're thinking about it wrong. Okay? So you have to think as if you are the other person. The healed version of yourself, the lower weight or the higher weight, whatever you are wanting, you must embody that. So your identity has to shift. You can't be sitting up here and saying, oh, it's hard for me to lose weight. Nah, that was the old you. The old you it was. So you see, when you step into the identity, of already having it done, then you embody that, and that's the reality that you get to look at all the time. But if you're still embodying this identity and you trying to get these results and keep them, you it's going to be uphill all the time. So you must use your thinking, your speaking, your actions, and emotions in alignment with this goal. You must think like this smaller version of yourself. Oh my gosh, I look good. Every single time you look in the mirror. Oh my God, I look good. Woo! This is banging body. This is where I want it to be. I love the way I look, no matter what that weight says, no matter what that scale says. See, you're embodying, you're being the one that you truly want to be. You're taking on that identity. When you take on that identity, your frequency shifts. When your frequency shifts, because you're maintaining that vibration, your timeline reflects back to you, okay, a reality for that identity. Is this making sense to you guys? Give me a thumbs up, okay? I'm super excited about today. Today is the Lionsgate portal. Wow! Thank you for that. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. Okay. Music to my ears. I love it. Okay, did you guys, who said that they wanted help with the frequency part? Is there anyone in here that needs help with the frequency part? If not, we're going to continue on with the class. Okay, because we're talking about the glitches, the timeline glitches, okay? And the timeline glitches, if you're doing this, is when you revert back to this weight. You've been doing all the work, and then all of a sudden, the weight comes back on. That's a timeline glitch. You were making progress, right? And you were holding that vibration for a short period of time. You kept the weight off for a month, 2 months, 3 months, even damn a year. But the weight came back. Timeline glitch. It brought you back. Is this making sense to you? Thank you guys. Thank you for the gifts. I love the gifts, okay? That's telling TikTok and YouTube that this live needs to be pushed. More people need to hear this, right? So thank you in advance, okay, guys? So, again, I was giving an example at the beginning of class. Remember, when you are in a video game, right? And say we're at level 8. We're at level 8 because today is the Lionsgate Portal 8. Okay, so we're in level 8. And oh my gosh, you're almost at the end of level 8. You're getting ready to beat the monster. And then the monster takes you down. The monster takes you down. And now all of a sudden, when you get back in the game, it starts you all the way from the beginning. Timeline glitch. I want you to think of it like that. You're putting in the work. And all of a sudden, you're brought back. Okay? That's your subconscious Okay? Reverting you back to the identity that you relate to the most, the identity that you hold the most vibration with. So think about the creative tools, the thinking, the speaking, the emotions. If you're holding, oh my gosh, I feel like this bigger weight, I gotta try so hard just to lose weight. I gotta do this. It's so hard for me. I'm just naturally this bigger person. See, your feelings, you're feeling like this bigger person. You're not feeling like this smaller person. You're feeling like it's a task. You're feeling like it's so hard. Okay? You're feeling like it's so hard for you to be this person. Okay? All right? Let me help the ones that said that they needed help. Let me show you guys how I help my clients, okay? Because I'm going to do a super salt for Lionsgate. I'm super hyped today, guys. This is a powerful, powerful energy. And if you guys know me, I do bioscans. I help people determine what their traumas are, what their limiting beliefs are, what's going on in there, so that they can shift their vibration through frequency. The technology that I utilize, right, scans you. It's going to scan you. Yes, it can be done virtually, okay? It scans you and it tells us, oh, she's dealing with this or he's dealing with this, okay? All right, now we're going to generate some frequencies, corrective frequencies, that's going to balance you back out. So now your job is to focus on your goals, focus on what it is that you want to do, because the corrective frequencies are going to be a vibration, are going to help you be a vibrational match to the things that you are calling out into your reality. If there's anybody that's gotten a bioscan with me that's in here, please raise your hand so the others can see. All right. So the bioscans are powerful because they are made tremendous. They give tremendous help to the people who are ready to transform. You're ready. You're feeling blockages like these invisible walls. Like, what is it? It's the frequency. That's what they didn't teach us in school. All right? That is what they didn't teach us in school. No, I do the scans virtually. Okay, guys? We do them virtually. All right? My clients, 98% of my clients are all over the world. I've scanned people in UK, in Jamaica, in Netherlands, in Australia, all over. You know, it doesn't matter where you are. If you're in the Philadelphia area, I can scan you in person, but it's not necessary, okay? Now, I'm going to tell you straight up. Regular price that I charge for the scan is $200. Right now, it is $111. You better run. You better run. Okay, that is 111 in honor of, okay, this day. But guess what? Guess what? Let me tell you what you get. You get 6 reports, okay? All reports are going to be different because there's tons of reports. It's just going to depend on what your body needs. That's how it rolls, okay? You get 4 trauma reports. You get a chakra report, okay? And you get a meridians report. Okay, so it's going to tell us which chakras are out of alignment. You don't have to keep going to Reiki. You can just use the frequencies that this technology generates for you every single day, right? It eliminates the need to have to go to acupuncture where they're balancing out your meridians. Why? Because this technology scans all of that and it generates corrective frequencies for you, specific to you and your body, okay? Anybody that needs a bioscan, go to the link in my profile, go down to number 1. It will say, take your next step, healing, get a bioscan, okay? You guys know, it has never been, I never have it this low. Never, ever have it this low, okay? Yesterday, I took y'all down to 150. It's never 111, okay? Is it more money for in-person? Yes. Oh, you're in Philly? Yeah, because I have to come to you, so it is more. This is what we should have learned. Exactly, Cecilia. Okay. All right. Exactly, Cecilia. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, guys, but you don't need it in person. Okay. You don't need it in person, guys. All right. The technology that I use is utilized by doctors, by scientists. Actually, a doctor scanned me. Okay. That's how I heard about the technology. And I wanted to invest in that same technology so that it could be accurate for my clients. I didn't want to play any games, right? Okay, so it utilizes the same technology that's used in the lie detector test as well as frequency to determine your distortions, all right? So that you can get balanced again. The distortions come from life, traumas, limiting beliefs, things like that in your life. So that ends up impacting the frequency, the timeline that you can be on, because you are what, filled with fear, doubt, self-sabotaging things, your fear of rejection, all of these things, okay, overthinking, all of that creates it almost paralyzes people. It's like a lot of you guys have dreams, you have goals, but you're not pursuing them. Why are you not pursuing them? You know what you need to do. It's a frequency thing. That's what I'm saying. This is that invisible wall. That's for people that need, I mean, those people need a bioscan, right? Or if you know you want, desire true love, but you're too fearful to get back in the game, it's a frequency thing, okay? All right. So when you go to number one, you can choose whichever option you want. You can do tier one, where you just order the scan for yourself with the frequency instrument, or you can get the consultation and my mentorship bundle. Okay, so that'll be tier two. Any questions about that? Let's keep moving on to the class. All right. So here you're at the unhealed version of yourself. When you want to manifest health in your life, you want to tune into the frequency of that identity. Okay. You no longer are this person. Okay. You detached from this one and you have become someone new. Okay, that is sometimes hard for people because they're facing, you know, physical issues where they feel like, you know, they're seeing one thing, right? And when you make this shift, you really have to detach. You have to decide that this is not you, you know. And so it's a mind fuck. Okay, and sometimes that's hard for people. It's really hard for people, right? But it's not impossible, and I want to let you guys know that. All right, it is not impossible. All right, you have the power. Congratulations to whoever that was that got their bio scan. Congratulations. You are trust me, and I can show you guys reviews, and there's probably people in here that have had it, right? But the bioscan is super transformational. When I tell you, it feels like an energetic shift because you're able to shift these timelines. Yeah, yeah. Has anyone in here ever quantum jumped before? I have, right? And so that's basically what it feels like you are doing. Like you have this energetic upgrade, okay? Like a veil has been lifted, like the fog is gone, like you just, everything is clear, okay? Right? Everything's, hey, Apple Jacks, girl, what's popping? Okay, so your nervous system confuses familiarity with safety, right? So if your nervous system is used to certain things, okay, it's gonna know that that's familiar. It doesn't mean that it's necessarily good, but it's gonna know that it's familiar. So it's going to react in certain ways, okay, to keep you safe. You've got to override that. The nervous system is what is interacting with the universe. You can sit up here and affirm, I am ready for love. I am ready for love. But if in your body, in your nervous system, you feel scared, fearful, that's what's communicating to the universe. So that is what you will be attracting back. Okay? That's another great tool. EFT tapping is another great tool. The frequency technology that I use, the bioscan technology that generates your frequency, it's like advanced healing stuff, right? Because it's in alignment with people who go and get Reiki, acupuncture, who listen to the sound bowls for healing, things like that. It is in alignment with that, okay? EFT tapping, yoga, meditation, all of that. But this is specific to your body, right? And all you have to do is press play. It's like an advanced way of shifting you with ease because we are all energetic beings. We're all the balls of energy, right? And so what it does is, in a very easy, simple way, it shifts your vibration like that. In my consultations, when people get scanned, right, it will scan their chakras. It'll tell me, oh, this chakra is blocked. Oh, this chakra is out of alignment. What do? I send the frequencies instantly to them. What happens? Balance. Their chakras are instantly impacted, okay, due to the frequency that I send in that very short second, okay? This is how quickly frequency can impact you over, say, for instance, going and learning yoga and doing that every day. I'm not saying don't do these things. If anything, do all of them, right? I'm just letting you guys know. Instead of going to Reiki session, Reiki session, Reiki session, you're getting a bioscan, and what are you doing? You are generating, okay, corrective frequencies that you listen to every day for just minimum 5 minutes, and it keeps you balanced, right? Okay. So, EFT tapping is great. I think people should do what's best for them. What do they feel comfortable with? And we should also be considering how fast do we want transformation, right? Some people got time. I don't have time. I don't know when I'm a croak, baby. So I want my healings now, okay? I want it all now, okay? Make sure that you guys are signing up for the Lionsgate portal frequency meditation tonight, 8 p.m. of course, okay? And we're going to do it just for 17 minutes. It's going to be a frequency meditation. I'm going to actually use my technology and send some frequencies to you guys, all right? It's going to be really, really awesome, and I'm super, super excited to do that with you guys, okay? It's completely free. All right, it's completely free. Link is in the profile for that. All right, make sure that you guys are grabbing your bioscans. All you need is tier 1. You don't need a consultation. If you're someone who wants somebody to break your reports down for you and really give you great next steps, you get my mentorship program, access to my community, as well as a 60 to 90 minute consultation along with your bioscan. Then you'll want to get the bioscan tier number 2. Okay, it's going to be a meditation at 8 p.m. tonight, okay, on Zoom for the Lionsgate portal that's open today, okay? All right. What else were we talking about? I talked about the timeline glitching. And so the reason why we're talking about this stuff today is because the Lionsgate amplifies your manifestation. It amplifies your expansion. It amplifies all of these things, and it triggers awakening. All right, it triggers you into awakening if you're not already. Eastern time zone. Link is in the profile, guys. All right, but I'm going to tell you, the Lionsgate will also intensify your resistance. It's going to intensify anything that you got your mind on. So what are you focused on? Okay, what are you focused on? Congratulations to whoever that was. You guys know that the bioscan is never this low, okay? And if you really want some information about yourself, please get it before I get off of this live, okay? It's the same exact thing that I sold for 200. Yesterday I did a sell for you guys for 150, but it's never this low, guys, okay? And I'm just encouraging you guys I'm just encouraging you guys because I like to do these special gifts for you guys sometimes. Please take advantage of while you can. I'm live on YouTube and TikTok. That's why I'm looking at them both ways, guys, okay? Let's see. What else did I want to mention? Let's think about some signs that you're glitching into an old timeline, okay? So what happens when you're doing the work, and all of a sudden you self-sabotage, okay? Has anyone wanted to manifest true love, a healthy relationship, and then they attract it, and then they self-sabotage that? Has anyone ever experienced that? Congratulations, Mecca. Woo, woo, woo. Okay. Make sure you go and check your email. Whoever purchased, make sure you go and check your email because it's going to tell you your next best steps, your next steps to get your scan. Okay. All right. So yes, okay. Marie says me right now. Let me tell you, okay? This is you. You're still at the unhealed version of yourself. What do you got to do? You got to do the work, girl. Do not self sabotage, okay? Do not self sabotage, all right? Okay? I need you to understand, all right? You need to stay in the game. All right, you got to override your old system, your old conditioning, your old programming. That's what you're doing. So you are to stay focused, laser focused on where you're going. Okay, as you are keeping laser focused on, yes, I am deserving of true love. Yes, this is what I wanted. Yes, see, true love does exist. People don't have to hurt people. See, this is, I'm ready for, like, you got to really be her. See, her nervous system is calm. Her nervous system is chill. Why? Because she is healed. She feels safe. She has faith in her love. She feels powerful. She's trusting that all is well. See, her nervous system can relax in love. Her nervous system can relax. And that's why she can attract true love, healthy love to her. What you are doing is you temporarily manipulated energy where you can step in here. But when you start self-sabotaging, that's telling me you didn't fully download your app. You didn't fully download the program. Okay? All right? Is the sale only while you? Yes, it's only while I'm on the live. I mean, I can take it back up, but it won't be 111. You guys know I don't take it down this low. Okay, the regular price for the for tier 1 is $200. If you want the bundle with my mentorship program, the consultation, and all of the frequency stuff, then the bioscan stuff, then you will want to do tier 2. Okay, tier number 2. Okay, if my grandparents and parents knew this, I could still have them alive. Aw, all is well, my love. All is well, right? Okay, make sure that you guys are scanning your kids. That just made me think about kids. I have a few people who have scanned their children since I started back in February doing this, and kudos to them, because how amazing is it for us to be proactive with our children and their traumas? How amazing, right? Okay, so yes, we don't want to self-sabotage. Self-sabotage means you lose the weight. I'm sorry, you gain the weight back, right? Self-sabotage means because you're eating the food again. You stopped working out, all right? Self-sabotage in love is like you start fucking up. You start fucking up and you don't know why. You know what I'm saying? You start pushing this person away. You start just chasing them away. Right? You're doing all these things that's just like, what the fuck? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? That's what it looks like in love. Okay? All right? So we got to understand your job, laser focused on being her. Being. When you be her, you're embodying her, which means your frequency, your nervous system, all of that is in alignment with this timeline. So on that timeline, you see what you want. On that timeline, you attract what you want. Make sense, guys? Okay. When you get your bioscan, if you guys get the consultation, I take my time with you guys and I pour into you. Okay. I pour into my people. Okay. If you know that you are dealing with a lot, you've had a lot of traumas and things like that, get tier 2. Okay. Get tier number 2. Right. Hopefully you guys are joining us on the Lionsgate Portal Frequency Meditation tonight on Zoom, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's free. Come in and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful guided meditation. Okay. All right. What is a body scan? It's a bioscan. Just registered. Woohoo! Can't wait to see ya. Okay. Hey, Kavia, girl. Girl, which one is it? Applejacks is locked in. Okay. Applejacks goes live too. Make sure that you guys are following her. She's usually on early in the mornings, pouring into you guys, inspiring you guys. Okay. Kiva. Okay. You asked me this before. I asked you this before, didn't I? Girl. Okay. What is the bioscan? Someone asked that. Who asked that? Lovely. Let me show you, boo. Okay. Let me show you what a bioscan is. Okay. A bioscan is, okay, so like in the hospitals, they know we're energetic beings, right? They're using MRIs, they're using EKGs, they're measuring our electromagnetic waves, right? Our brain waves, right? So in hospitals, they use technology that reads this type of information from our bodies. Well, we can use, okay, spiritual leaders, doctors, scientists, whoever can utilize technology that reads our biofield. I don't want to say so much biofield. It reads our energetic blueprint. Okay, we all have an energetic blueprint. Okay, so that means like we have a love frequency, we have a health frequency, we have an abundance frequency. All of these frequencies make up our unique energetic blueprint. Okay, and so the bioscan goes in and it tells us, oh, there's a distortion right here in their frequency, their love frequency. Oh, they're wanting to manifest love. Oh, there's a distortion here. This is what we see going on. Oh, they're trying to manifest abundance, but they're dealing with self-worth issues. They got this going on. So it's going to tell us what your blockages are. It's going to tell us what is limiting you from progressing. And then the best part is the bioscan technology. Yes, you can be anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter. But what it does is generate the corrective frequencies for you to balance you back out. Okay, to balance you back out. All right. So on each of the reports for you, it's going to give corrective notes for you. Everybody's is different. Okay, everybody's is different. Okay, and so you are to, and so it's going to generate those frequencies, and I'm going to give you a frequency instrument. It's online, yeah, and so it's a website, and so you utilize this, and I give it to you in MP3 format, so you have it both. You can download your frequency healing frequencies and keep them in a playlist, download it, or you can utilize the instrument. You could change the music and all of that. I'll show you guys. Is there anybody who wants to see it? Let me know. Oh, you're so claustrophobic, yeah. And so you utilize that every single day. You just press play. Just press play. And when you press play, right, guess what? Your frequency is being balanced out. Your frequency is being balanced out, all right? Regular price for that is $200. It's never been this low, but I'm doing this for the Lionsgate portal, guys. It's on Supercell right now while I'm on the live, okay? Go to the link in my profile. When you go to that link, if you're on YouTube, go to the link in the description. But when you go to the link in my profile, it's going to be my link tree. Go to option number 1. Okay. All right. Any questions about mindset, frequency, timeline shifting, timeline glitches before I show you guys the instrument for the ones who are interested? Okay. There's many options. There should be 2 options. So when you go to the link in my profile, it's going to say, it's going to have a link for the portal meditation tonight. It's going to have an ascension quiz, but right under that, it's going to say, take your next step. Option number 1, healing, get a bioscan. Click on that. When you click on that, you can choose to just order the report, the results, and the frequency yourself, right? And I send it to you, okay? Or, and that's on Supercell right now for 111. That's the one, okay? Or you can get tier 2 that allows for you to sit in a consultation with me, right? Sit in a consultation with me. Let me break the reports down for you, give you your next best steps, and I also give you my mentorship program, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. How to keep your frequency, how to keep yourself in the frequency. Yes, that's what it does. That's what the bioscan does. It generates your corrective balancing frequencies. And you guys are listening to my frequencies right now. It's playing. It's keeping my chakras balanced. It's keeping my distortions balanced. That's what you do. You press play every single day. Okay. Other ways to balance your frequency: take up yoga, learn to meditate, go and get Reiki done, go and get acupuncture done. Right? These are all different ways to balance your frequency, but you got to keep doing it. Okay. When you get a bioscan, you got to keep pressing play. Take your option. I can enter into it, but staying in the frequency. That's typically people's issue, Rose. Yes. Yeah, that's typically people's issue. See, that's what I'm talking about, the glitching. Okay? So here you are wanting true love. Okay? So you will start pursuing that. This is the unhealed version of you, right? Okay? So every single day you may be like, I'm ready for love. I'm ready for love, right? I deserve love. Then you meet someone. Maybe that someone is an asshole and they don't treat you good, right? Instead of you taking heed to the red flags and immediately leaving, what you did instead, this is just all hypothetical. What you do instead is waste your time there. So you're 2 months in, 3 months in. You ignored the red flags because this looked good and it smelled good and you didn't want to be alone. And so now you're caught up in it. This person is breaking your heart, and now you're reverting back. That's an example in love. Another example in love, right? Your job is to be so laser focused in being the healthy, loving wife that you want to be, okay? That you embody her, and that shifts your timeline. That's what I did, okay? I had heavy fears around love since like age 4 or 5. Okay, but I manifested true love, healthy love, a healthy relationship. How? Laser focus, embodying the identity that I wanted to be in, okay, that I wanted to have, that I wanted to experience. Okay, I had to become her first mentally. Okay, does that help you guys with the timeline glitching, self-sabotage? Okay, does that help you? Sorry guys, I'm all the way up. I'll miss it because of work. I'm still gonna be able to. Nikki Fan. Yeah, I could record the meditation for tonight. Yeah. I sure could. Any questions about mindset, manifestation? Timeline shifting, frequency.